Yo, how's it going? This is Chris. What's going on, everyone? Just wanted to talk a little bit about the ultimate 4K gaming champion, the AMD ATI Radeon RX 6950 XT, developed by ATI Technologies and AMD. And it's going to be an awesome video card for me to test. I mean, this is the first time I'm testing the 6950 XT. I did test the 6600 XT from Gigabyte. It was an Eagle, Gigabyte Eagle, and that was a terrible card. The heatsink, they didn't have an X clamp to the back of the core, and it was overheating all the time. I mean, I'm sure these are going to overheat too. If I stop the 6950 XT, because they didn't cool anything. But it has the opportunity to cool. So here's the heatsink, which looks solid, interesting design. It's actually going to be an awesome heatsink. The fans are deltas, which fans are deltas, high performance deltas too. So these are 0.45 amps. I mean, those things are gonna wow. And yeah, so in the back of the PCB, I'm going to be using a water cool heat killer EVC backplate, aluminum with nickel plating backplate for the 6800 XT and 6900 XT. Probably fits the 6800 too, but I got the 6950 XT, which it'll fit too. So I'm going to be using that backplate on the 6950 XT reference cooler. And, which needs to be cooled because if the hottest part of the card is going to be the core heater, and they decided to put a hole there to where the core can't run as cool as possible. You gotta have a thermal pad across the entire back plate. The entire thing needs to be covered in a thermal pad. And I'm going to be using 3M 5591 thermal material, which is rated only 1 watt per meter Kelvin, but I think that it's going to be performing way better than 1 watt per meter Kelvin. And real world characteristics, I hope. By 3M of all companies, I mean 3M is like really high up, really powerful company. And so I'm gonna be placing a thermal pad across the entire back of the PCB, and placing the water cool heat killer EBC backplate on the PCB. So that'll be awesome. And looking at these images of the card, it looks like everything can be cooled. Somebody used that great big sheet of thermal material, 3M 5591 here, to cool the, it's a 300 millimeter by 210 millimeter thermal pad at 2.5 millimeters thickness. So I'm going to use that for the backplate, and I got a whole bunch of XPC T20, a little bit, and some air hut. And so I got a little bit of thermal pairs of the thermal pads too. So I'm going to be, I'm going to use everything I got to cool this PCB. And It looks like I'm going to first remove the thermal pad from the core of the heatsink and clean all the pads up, take them all off of there, clean the entire PCB, and I'm going to take a look at this plate here, and I'm going to cut out a piece of material to cover the entirety of this plate, which cools the extra components, which will be beneficial to further cooling down the PCB and get extreme overclocks out of it. With those deltas, I know I could do. I'm sure I might be able to get close to. I was able to get the Gigabyte Eagle 6600 XT. I was able to get it up over 2750 megahertz after using the X clamp and modifying it a little bit with thermal pads, and then the card ended up failing, but because it warped the PCB from the X clamp being not present, and the X clamp needs to be there. But I think that whenever I get this, I think that I could go away with I don't think I need to use the X clamp. I'll have to see about clearance and see what kind of clearances I have with the water cool heat killer backplate. And just use the screw holes or whatever and just screw it down without the X clamp. I think it'll be fine. That's the only way I figure it's going to be able to contact the thermal pad properly. Otherwise, I'm going to run into some issues. Here's a screenshot I took of Gamer's Nexus, taking a look at I think it was the 6800 XT, which is the same, with this plate that needs to be cooled. I mean, this card is going to be capable of so much more performance after I get those things lined up. So it'll be later this month that I get the 6950 XT rolling, and I'll throw out some videos showcasing what I did to it and what kind of performance I'm going to get out of it. Because I'm going to use AMD. It's another Atom BIOS editor to edit the BIOS on it and get the peak performance out of it. Add a little resistance to the core at 255.996 milliohms from the stock of about 0.2 or so. I add maximum resistance to the core to reduce temperatures, and that does help, and I can really get performance out of it. So far, by all of my VBIOS modding on the Power Color Red Dragon to 5600 XT, I'm able to get close to 2400 megahertz. Just about, I think I did get 2400 on it, and did beat pretty much everything on 3D Mark with it because I modded it completely. But this 6950 is going to be a whole nother level of modding. It's going to be awesome. So thank you very much. Stay tuned, and I'll show you what's up with the 6950 XT modding when I get around to it at the end of the month. Thank you very much. Love you all so much. Talk to you. Have a good one. Like, subscribe, and Enjoy the rest of your day and night. Anyway, talk to you later. Bye bye.